Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to another video on Modern Warships. I'm the Unknown, and today I'm going to review a shop cannon that I didn't take a look at in my update review, mostly because I didn't really care for it, but, I have it because I had the gold to spend. It is the Mark 55 Mod 4B 127mm, and it is the souped up version of this cannon here, the Mark 55 Mod 4. So this cannon goes for 2,000 gold, so it's pretty pricey, so it better be worth my 2,000 gold despite me having over 800,000. But let's go ahead and see what the capabilities of this cannon are. Let's go ahead and take a look at the description. So it's a American multi-purpose cannon based on the Mark 45 basis. It has ballistic properties and can engage surface and aerial targets. Okay, so it's an anti-air cannon. All right. So it does 1,560 damage per round. It has a range of 10.4 kilometers and a reload of 2.10 seconds. Not bad. Now, what is the rounds per attack? Okay, so 8 rounds per attack, and its rate of fire is 5.56. I don't know what that means, but so it has 8 rounds per attack. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing in test mode real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and okay, so yeah. So I will say right off the bat is I'm not a big fan of anti-air cannons. However, I do like this type of anti-air cannon. It's not the one that auto locks to a ship, which I like, because if you're moving, like say you're moving around and you have to aim ahead of a ship that's moving like this, and you had to lock onto a missile, it would be really terrible because like you would have to automatically lock onto the ship and it kind of messes you up. So I do like that the devs made this thing so it's auto aim but not auto lock. So let's go ahead and see how much damage this thing can do. So, not terrible, a respectable 41,000 damage, so it's as if you're using a 2x slot Monarch, if you will, back in the day. Let's go ahead and take it offline. But yeah, like overall, I would say that this is a pretty good looking cannon. I can't wait to see what this thing can do offline. Alright, so my main focus is going to be targeting the aircraft because I want to see how accurate this thing is when it comes to shooting like moving aircraft that are moving all over the place. Because we all know this thing's auto-aim, so it's 100% accurate for cannons or for ships and stuff. But the main focus is going to be its anti-aircraft capability, because that's literally what this cannon is. It's an anti-air cannon. So let's go ahead, test its long-range capability. Oh, it's kind of ass, I ain't gonna lie. That plane barely moved, and it can't even... Like, why is it shooting over the plane? That is not good. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, there we go. Got another one. So it has trouble shooting moving targets, which is not good. I feel like there should be some sort of capability where it can, shoot moving targets more effectively, because I know there's some anti-air cannons out there that actually are better than this, that can shoot surface or air targets more effectively. So and we can go ahead and test the long range capability of this thing. It's not the best when it comes to damage, but the reload, I would say, makes up for it, because I mean, honestly, reload or like damage of a cannon doesn't matter if you have reload. So let's go ahead. If we go here, will it still lock on? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it's because of the smoke. I was gonna say, will it still lock onto the San Antonio? Yeah, it does. Okay, yeah. So I definitely do like this cannon for that. I wouldn't say it's good for brawling, because, I mean, literally I just did all the damage to that ship and I got a kill assist, but... Nah, this cannon... I don't know how I feel about this cannon. I feel like it needs a damage buff. It's a shop cannon for 2,000 gold. I think it needs to have some sort of damage buff. It's not bad, but it can definitely be better. And I wish the devs would buff the damage of this thing, because the free-to-play community needs something good. and this thing doing so little damage isn't really helping much, to be honest. Here we go. Let's go ahead and finish off the submarine. But yeah, I mean, overall, cannon's not terrible. Can definitely be a lot better though. I think if it did 2,000 damage a round, that'd be perfect. Just a flat 2,000 damage, right? I think that's a pretty reasonable buff. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not too good. Like if we compare this to the other American anti-air cannons, I believe there is one more. Like this thing does 3,055 damage, right? And this thing is an anti-air cannon. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. So I feel like this thing being a legendary cannon for 2,000 gold, I think that this thing needs to do at least 2,000 to 2,500, or dare I say 3,500, because again, this is a legendary cannon and it's doing this little damage compared to the event cannon. I think that's unacceptable, and I think the developers should do something about it. That's just my take on it. Like even this thing, I believe, is also another. Yeah, this thing's also a freaking anti-air cannon. Look how much damage it does, 2,400. So like this thing being free, this thing is very underwhelming compared to the other anti-air cannons. And for 2,000 gold, I think you're being ripped off. That's my opinion. Let me know y'all's feedback on it, and yeah, peace out.